The Readiness Manager grid gives you a picture of all tasks and housekeeping work orders, as well as any maintenance work orders that have been assigned to a reservation in a task. This video will explain exactly what the grid includes. To access the Readiness Manager grid, either click on the Readiness Manager button in the Quick Access bar, or you can go to Housekeeping and Readiness Manager. The Readiness Manager tab contains the Readiness Manager grid. When you first open the grid, the start date is automatically set to a week before today's date, and the end date is automatically set to today's date. The grid automatically shows tasks that are due within that time frame, as well as any past due tasks. You can change the dates to pull different tasks, but the past due items will always be included. If you do not want to include all past due tasks, choose the status you would like to display from the Status drop-down menu. You can also search by reservation number or work order number by entering that number in the res/WO ID field. The pie chart located at the top left of the screen shows a breakdown of all the tasks and work orders based on their status that are included in the current grid. If you would like to see tasks or work orders with a specific status, you can click on that piece of the pie. The grid will update with only those items. The pie chart will also update to show what the grid shows. So since the grid is now only showing tasks and work orders that have a status of due, which means they're due today, the pie chart now is also all yellow, which shows the work orders that are due. The different statuses that can be assigned to a task are completed, past due, pending, and due. A completed task is a task that has been finished and has been marked complete in Readiness Manager. Past due tasks are ones that have a due date before the current date. Pending tasks are tasks that have a due date after the current date, and tasks that have a due status are tasks that are due to be completed today. When the Readiness Manager grid is open to its fullest, it will display 9 different columns. The information in the grid shows all past due items first, sorted by date, but it can be sorted by any of the columns simply by clicking on that column. The Res column shows the reservation or work order number. If you click on the reservation number, you will actually open that reservation. The Task column shows the name of the task or work order. The Properties column shows which property the task or work order is associated with. The Due column indicates the due date of the work order or task. The Status column shows the current status of the task or work order. The Housekeeping Status column shows the current housekeeping status of the property that the task or work order is attached to. The Vendor column shows the vendor that has been assigned to the task or work order. The Housekeeping column shows the housekeeping group assigned to the task or work order, if there is one. And the Action column shows different clickable icons. The icons and what they do are listed under the Icon Legend link. If you click there, you will be able to see a list of all the icons used in the grid and what they mean. As far as the icons that are used under the Actions column, if you see a bell, clicking on it allows you to view the work order that's attached to this task, and it's a housekeeping work order. The wrench indicates there's a maintenance work order attached to the task. If there's a green checkbox, clicking on it will mark a task complete. If you click on the flag, you're able to reopen a task that has already been completed. If you click on the double arrows, you can reassign the task. So you can assign a different housekeeping group to a task, for example. If you need to change the due date of a task, click on the clock. Clicking on the eye will show all associated tasks. So this means any other tasks that have been assigned to this reservation will be visible when you click on the eye. If there are dependencies, they will be listed here. And even if there are no dependencies, if there's another task that has been assigned to this reservation, it will display in this box. The clear bubble allows you to add task notes to the task. If you see a bubble that's been filled in, it means notes have already been added. So clicking on it will allow you to read the notes that have already been added or will give you the ability to add a new note. And if you see a bubble that's colored in that's green, you can see the unread task notes, so you know there's something new there that you need to look at. And if the bubble's colored in red instead of green, this is considered a safety item as opposed to just a regular note. And it being colored in lets you know that it has not been viewed yet. The other icons that you'll see on the grid is the starburst, which indicates that the task is a required task, so it's something that has to be completed before the status can be changed to is clean. The rook indicates that the reservation is an owner reservation, and the arrows that form right angles to complete a square indicate that the reservation is a back-to-back reservation. Please keep in mind that the Readiness Manager grid is mobile friendly. So as the size of your screen changes, the information that gets displayed will also change to match that. The number of columns may be reduced to fit better on the screen, but the information that becomes hidden is still available by clicking the plus sign. If the boxes on the grid do not have enough room to display all of the information, you can see the contents by placing your mouse over that box on the grid. Be sure to check out the other videos in the Readiness Manager series for more information on the functionality. If you have any questions about the Readiness Manager grid, please contact the help desk by putting in a help ticket or sending an email to help@vrmgr.com. Thank you.